Hello there and welcome to another exciting edition of the Ask Dr. Jack show. I am Dr. Jack Belitz, your host, and this is an exciting one full of great information. So let me start off by saying right now, I am a chiropractor in Omaha, Nebraska, not here trying to give you any medical advice whatsoever, just here giving you information that is widely available, just making it more available to you so that you can use this to make the best decision for you in your life. Okay, that's out of the way. Today, big topic. We're talking about statin medications here. Now, statin is the kind of coverall name for the type of drug that lowers cholesterol. And basically, there is a group of people that got together and wrote a letter to the editor of the Journal of Current Oncology, basically saying that cancer is on the rise and that rates will skyrocket. Upward of 57% of adults will have some form of cancer in their life. And they are claiming that one of the biggest culprits for this is statin drugs. Now, this is not a study that has proven this. These are very educated people that have, put a lot of the data together and are just looking forward to what the data is pointing to, but that's the case that they're making. And so I'm hoping that a lot more studies will be done here in the near future because that's a pretty big number. And but basically, here's what's going on, is that the authors were able to show that cancer-causing effects of statin drugs were much greater in people that had already had a history of breast or prostate cancer, or if they were getting immunotherapy for cancer already. So that's a big thing. It's also going to be a lot more prevalent in the older population. So if you're old, over the age of 70, and somebody is trying to put you on a statin or keep you on a statin, you got to really do your research. You got to talk up front with the doctors and say, what's going on here? This is what I'm reading. Show me why this is so important that I stay on this medication or get on this medication. In fact, I don't know. I wouldn't even consider something like that with this information because, quite frankly, let's face it, when it comes to cardiovascular disease, the best medication isn't coming out of a bottle. The best medication is change in lifestyle. Nearly 100% of cardiovascular issues can be dealt with if you change certain aspects of the way you're living. It could be diet, because we are seeing all over the place that gluten, for instance, or grains in general are contributing huge to cardiovascular symptoms. Not enough exercise is contributing to the obesity, is contributing to cardiovascular disease. All of these things can be turned around just by modifying either your diet or your activity level. And isn't that better than taking some pill that could potentially increase your risk of cancer just huge amounts? So anyway, I will now step off my soapbox and get back to reality here and just say, hey, listen, your body is an amazing instrument that God gave you, and it can heal so much on its own if you give it the right things, like the proper amount of exercise, the proper food. Treat your body right and it will treat you right. You don't need medication for every little thing that goes wrong with you. It's just that's the way our society has kind of shifted in the last 30, 40 years. It's crazy. This isn't like the way it was when I was a kid. People didn't run to the medical doctor for a little fever. They solved it at home. They didn't go with antibiotics for every little thing. So that's the big thing right here is there's a lot of reasons to stay away from drugs if you have to, and statins are a huge thing right now. And really, they're not even necessary to take if you do it right. So That's it for this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. I am, of course, Dr. Jack Belitz, a chiropractor in Omaha, Nebraska, and I am not here giving medical advice. I am here giving you information that you can use to make your own decision with a little bit more information. If you have a question that is burning up inside of you that you would like to ask, go ahead and email me at AskDrJackB, that's BEE, at gmail.com, or go ahead and call the office at 402-333-4848, or walk into the office and ask me in person. That's where I get most of my questions. If you are confronted with somebody suggesting that you take a statin drug and you would maybe like the other side of the story and maybe a little exam to see if maybe something in your life could change a little bit, that might, if it was monitored, change different readings that might get you off of the need for that medication, hey, call me up at the office. Make an appointment real quick. It doesn't take that long. We can put you on a computer. We can check things out. I'd much rather you be doing that than doing some of these really horrific medications. Okay, that's it. You have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next episode.